All right, we're back. We are back. We are back with yet another question. Really appreciate all the participation with these questions. I try to keep the channel fresh and not stale. That's why I kind of switch up my openings from time to time. But I need a little help from y'all. All right, I do have some pretty big opportunities on the horizon for me, and they're gonna cause me to be in person. You know, everything since the pandemic, Zoom conference this and Zoom conference that, and now people are getting back out and about, showing their stuff in the physical. And I want to know, what are your go-to fragrances for special occasions? What fragrance would you recommend, or what fragrance do you have that, without a shadow of a doubt, if you have a major opportunity upon you, this is the fragrance? All right, I want to know the creme de la creme. I want to know the number one fragrance that your mind and your hands go to if you are indeed facing a major opportunity or something of that nature. Something just that's a big deal fragrance. Let me know down below. I'm racking my brain on what fragrances I'm going to wear for those opportunities. So let me know down below in the comments, what is your big deal fragrance, man? Let me know. All right, appreciate it. YouTube, what is going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, your guy, Desiree L. Hicks Jr., and I'm indeed back with yet another fragrance video. My Smell Good family, man, I hope everybody's doing great, doing well, doing fantastic, positive energy and positive vibes. You know how we give it up here on this channel. All right, so seriously, hope all is well, and if it is not, hopefully that energy turns positive and everything just really starts to turn around for you very, very quickly. All right, so I've been asked to do this video over time. I don't really zone in to a certain style of a fragrance on my channel, but I have been asked to give my favorite blue fragrances, or what recommendations for blue fragrances that I would recommend, and I said, okay, why not? All right, so I have five fragrances, blue fragrances, that I recommend, and these are ones that automatically just popped to my mind. Now, I could have done 10, 15, 20, but I'm just gonna stick with the 5, and these are the ones, man, that are really, really good, and it's just my thoughts. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Five of my favorite blue fragrances that I would recommend to you guys. All right, up first, and this is gonna be kind of hard to get because it's recently been discontinued, but you can still catch it on discounters for a decent price, from the house of Ralph Lauren. All right, we have Polo Blue Parfum. All right, Parfum. Now, don't get this confused with the other Polo Blue Parfum. There are two different ones, all right? And this one is the mango note, all right? This mango note in here is so good, man. That mango mixed in with some aquatic vibes and some green touches are also in this fragrance, man. I really enjoy this. This is a great fragrance for the summertime and in the springtime, but most of the times I've worn this, and I've had this for about a year and a half, right when it was being announced that it was being discontinued, I believe, rumors at least. Macy's had put on a crazy sale, and I got this for $50 for a 4.2 ounce 100 ml bottle. So the mango note here is beautiful, some green touches, an aquatic feel, just a great warmer weather fragrance, man, that if you can find it, I definitely would recommend it. Both Polo Blue Parfums are good, but I think this is Deep Blue. Yeah, Polo Deep Blue Parfum. So that's the difference between the two. This is good, man. Great blue fragrance in my collection. Polo Deep Blue, all right, Parfum. All right. Moving along to, man, this stuff is hot in the fragrance community, and it's been hot. This stuff is great, man. From the house of Masoni. All right, we have Masoni Wave. Masoni Wave. Don't have to spend a lot of time talking about this beautiful fragrance. Man, I got so lucky with my first bottle, because I do have a backup bottle of this in my collection. But I walked into my local Marshalls during Christmas time a couple of years ago, and it was in a gift set for 40 bucks. All right, 40 bucks. It came with the 10 ml atomizer, and it came with this. And as you can see, I really put this thing to work. I've also decanted it a couple times, but I've worn it. This stuff is fantastic, man. Now, of course, this is in comparison to Chanel's Allure Homme and Versace's Pour Homme. But in my opinion, I really like the Chanel. but I think this is the better of the two. Matter of fact, you might want to combine the Chanel Allure Homme Sport and the Versace Pour Homme, combine them together, and this is what you get. Really love the vanilla orchid note that is in here. Aquatic-y, has a sweetness to it as well. A sandalwood, creamy body texture that this also receives. This is just A1. If you can catch it, grab it. It's showing up in discounters, but it is also in your rack stores as well. Don't pay $70, $80 for this. You should be able to get this for $45 and under, especially on discounters. So do your research and get this for a really, really good price. I love this stuff. This is great for the summer evenings, spring evenings, just great for the warmer weather. I love it, man. Great blue right here from the house of Masoni. We have Masoni Wave. Masoni Wave. All right. Next up on the list, I mean, if you know me personally and you've been around me and you've talked fragrance with me, I mean, this and Intense Man Creative Vintage is my signature scent. But I'm gonna say this one, man. From the house of Chanel, we have Bleu de Chanel, the EDP. The EDP. Now look at that dent that I got in there. We are a quarter of the way, almost empty. This bottle is almost empty, but I do have a backup on standby. The EDP is the one that is considered as the most versatile. Now, the Parfum is my favorite. I love the EDT, but the EDP is the one that a lot of people gravitate towards, and that is most versatile. Now, in my opinion, Bleu de Chanel is the elite top tier level of what a blue fragrance is. I don't care if it's from a niche house, a designer house, it does not matter to me. Bleu de Chanel is the standard of blue fragrances. YSL line is great. The Dior Sauvage line is great. There's so many other blue representation. I have several on this table, but Bleu de Chanel. Chanel does it best when it comes to blue. This stuff is ultra great for any scenario. I've worn this to work. I've worn this on dates. I've worn this to run errands. I've literally worn this from every situation, and it's super mass appealing, and I get major compliments when I wear this. If you don't have a bottle of Bleu de Chanel, either version, shame on you. Get you a bottle, man. That's just my opinion, because it's my favorite. Great blue, the best blue, period. Bleu de Chanel's, Chanel's Bleu de Chanel, EDP representing here today. Representing, all right? Up next, let's get a little bit complex with the blues, man. This is one that does not get talked about a lot. Matter of fact, it's starting to get some conversation. I've had this for over a year as well. From the house of Mancera, we have Aqua Wood. Now, this could be considered the most challenging of the blues that we're talking about today. Oh, and it's so good, man. You get this pear, you get this rose, you get this aquatic touch to it. Oh man, it's just so good. Just a host of notes in this thing, man, that really, really makes it niche. It is a niche take on blue, and I really love this stuff. Excellent performer. The best performer out of everything on this table today. If you want something just a tad bit different, give you a little bit more of a unique flair when it comes to a blue fragrance, listen, look into Aqua Wood. Like I said, great performer. I remember me and my buddies, we went to go watch, this was last year, it was during the NBA playoffs. We went to go out, we just hanging out, chilling with the boys, and I wore this to a local, I forgot where we went, but I wore this to one of the restaurants around here, and the waitress said, man, you smell good. I don't think I've ever smelled nothing like that before. What is it? So that's the type of conversations and unique compliments that this brings, man. So I really love this stuff. I really wear it a lot during the summer. I wear it during the spring, then I wear it during the warm weather, period. Whatever, if it's warm, I'm wearing it. But it's a quarterly blue with a unique approach to it. From the house of Mancera. Really love this stuff. We got Aqua Wood. Small dent in that bottle too. I don't know if y'all can see, but we put a decent dent, especially from the collection of fragrances that I have, all right? And last but not least, all right, on this list, this one never gets talked about. I think I've seen one reviewer talk about this, and that's my homie Jeremy from the House of Colossus, and I think he put me on this. I think he did put me on it, because I don't even know where I would get the notion to get this, but this stuff is good. I love the DNA. From the house of Lattafa, we have Lattafa's Ryad. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Ryad. Now, this is, man, okay. This is Roja Sloan. This is Dolce & Gabbana K EDP, not the EDT. It's those two kind of mingling. Now, the DNA is similar between all three of these. But with this one, man, you get notes like strawberry, watermelon, cinnamon, tonka bean. It just adds some different notes. It's like 30 notes in this fragrance that really, to me, it really separates itself from Roja Sloan and Dolce & Gabbana K EDP. And I love both of those fragrances. This stuff is aromatic. It is a great performer for being a blue style of a fragrance. And it does have its moments where you're saying, what is that I'm smelling in this DNA? So if you're familiar with K and you're familiar K EDP, and if you're familiar with Roja Sloan, this takes it up a level, in my opinion, with the notes of watermelon and strawberry. I think there's an ice note in here, a cinnamon note, tonka bean, just several notes in here, and this stuff is good. I highly recommend this for the summertime. Great warm weather scent. You could do a lot with this. This stuff is good. You can get it for $30 or less, man. Look into it. No one talks about it. You will smell different. You will smell unique than even the original DNAs of Roja Sloan and Dolce & Gabbana K EDP. So last today, but definitely not least, from the House of Lattafa, we have Ryad. And I wore this quite a bit last year. I decanted some to my dad as well. So this stuff is really good. All right. So those are my 5 blue fragrances that are at the top of my list, and what I'm also recommending to you guys. You can find all these online. You can find all of them in the websites that I have down below in my description. And don't hesitate. The weather is changing, even though I have on a jacket and a warmer style hat, because it's still kind of cool out, but that will not last long, and I look forward to really working those out, all right, in the spring and in the summertime. All right, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not a member of the Smell Good family, you would like to be. It is simple. All you gotta do is, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and meet me down in the comments so we can talk about what you love and what I love, and that is the beautiful art of fragrances. Okay, so y'all know the routine here, Smell Good family. Splacker up, splacker down, and splacker that thing all around. Let me know, man, in the comments, what is your, this is the big deal type of fragrance. What is the one that you are pulling out, man? If it's a big deal, let me know down below. All right, y'all be cool, man.